Hi, this is Maria. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're making another gift bag, but I'm using a full 12 by 12 paper to make this 12 by 12 bag. So it's going to be 12 by 12 by 3 inches. We're going to use a coordinating color to get our back and our sides, and this is a fold flat bag. So this is my prototype I've made with some expired paper, but you can use whatever paper you have that is 12 by 12. You need 2 sheets of coordinating color of the same color, front and back, and something that matches for your sides and the bottom. So 3 sheets total of 12 by 12. 2 the same and 1 that matches. Okay, and neat with Stampin' Up! Is your inside of your bag will look fabulous also. Alright, so this is my prototype. Looks fancy. Alright, so we're going to use today Earth and Elegance because I have a lot of this paper and I'm looking for something to do with it. And at Christmas time I was looking for gift bags and I couldn't find things or exactly what I wanted or the right size. This is going to be a very nice big bag. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to grab my scoring board, my 2 pieces that are the same, my front piece I'm going to just set aside. I don't need it for right this minute. My back piece I'm going to score. Oh, I lost mine. There it is. I'm going to score the back piece across the bottom at 3 inches and 1.5. Okay, so that's my bottom. I'm going to go ahead and fold this just to have it burnished and out of my way. Okay, so that is it for the bottom. And then the coordinating piece I'm going to cut first and then we'll score. So I need 4-inch panels. So decide if you have a pattern which way you want to cut. I'm going to be cutting strips, so this will be my top. And in this pattern it doesn't matter which is top and bottom, but I want 3 4-inch panels out of my 12 by 12. Okay. Now if you're comfortable using this little side piece as your scoring blade, go ahead. I tend to screw up and then I cut my paper, so I am going to use my scoreboard for all of my scoring. Okay, so let's bring that scoreboard back. The side pieces. So we've got 2 side pieces and a bottom. Let's get 1 side piece. We're going to score it at 1/2 inch all the way down. And 3 and 3.5. So basically I'm giving myself 1/2 inch on each side. I'm going to turn it to the bottom piece. I'm going to score here at 3 and 1.5. I'm going to go back to the front here and I'm going to score it right in half. So from 2 inches all the way to my first score line. So that is going to 9. But that is where I folded, where I scored the first time. Okay, so basically what I've done is I've got a score here in half all the way to 9 inches. At 9 inches, I've got a score here. I'm going to turn it on its front so the back is facing me. I'm going to score these up at the 1/2 inch. These are going to attach to my front and back. Okay, so I'm going to now that I've got all my little pieces scored up, there's a score there, I'm going to score from this center all the way to this fold line. So from the center to this fold. So I'm going to go this way, and that's going to help the bag fold. Let me move this out of the way just for a second. Find that center, and I'm going to go all the way to the fold line. Back to my center and all the way to my fold line over here. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on both sides. I'm just going to press this with my fingers so that when I go to fold the bag, it folds nicely. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's do the same. That's one side. Let's do the same with the other side. So 1/2 inch all the way down, 3 1/2 all the way down. Turn it on its side. So this is the bottom. You want 3 and 1 1/2. I'm going to go ahead and oh, I didn't score the half mark. It needs to be scored in half. So at 2, all the way to my first score line, which happens to be at 9. Okay, that's right. We're going to fold this in half. And then fold this in half this way and this way. Turn it over and the half marks. Okay, and then from the center here to the fold. Okay, and we'll just finger press that in. You don't realize how handy that scoreboard is until you try to do a score without it. There's my line. Okay. That does not have to be perfect. That's just going to help everything fold when I'm ready to fold the bag. Okay. Now, one more piece. The bottom piece. I'm going to take it the long way and score at 1/2 inch all the way down. And 3 1/2. So 1/2 inch on each side. Let's go ahead and burnish that. And that's all we're doing on the bottom. Okay, so let's put my toys away before I lose them. This goes right here on the bottom. Whoops. Goes right here on the bottom of my board so I don't lose it. Okay, so here is my, oops, there we go. Here is my front that I didn't touch. Here's my bottom, scored at 3 and 1 1/2. My bottom piece, scored at 1/2 inch on each side, and my 2 sides with the fancy folding. That's going to be, that's it for the hard part. That if there is a hard part, that was it. That will just let it fold flat. You also need, I forgot to say, 2 pieces. This is 1 inch by 3 and scored in half to give us a nice little triangle here. That's going to be a little hinges on the sides. Okay, so let's put the bottom on our bag. So I'm going to turn this backwards. So remember, if you have a top and a bottom, keep your top away from you. And we're going to put this right here, and we're going to secure this down. So I'm going to use some double-sided tape here, tear and tape, because I am out of everything else. You could use liquid glue. You just want something very, very sturdy here. And let's pull that up. And you just need to make sure that your edges line up. And secure it down. Beautiful. And then your other piece, make sure your outside is on the outside. And we're going to take this down to here. Make sense? Okay. And my folded edges are right here because this is going to be the bottom of the bag. I'm always looking for ways to use up my paper. And if you've got a lot of Christmas paper left over, you can do this. I used up most of my Christmas paper. But you can do this year round to make gift bags. Great use of paper. You can make bags of any size, but I was specifically looking for a large bag at Christmas and I couldn't find one. So this is actually what I needed, and I had to go searching for a pattern to make this. Okay, so now I'm going to line these up. Before I stick anything, I'm going to line the edges up, and then I will fold it over, and that gives me a beautiful, beautiful clean edge. So you should have something that looks like this right now. Okay? And when you fold it, it lines up across the top very nicely. That's exactly what I wanted. All right, now let's turn it on its side. Open this up. And here it just gets fiddly. This is not hard, but it's fiddly because it's just such a large bag. All right, so we're going to get our outside to the outside. And we're going to lay this in this way, all the way from the top to the bottom. We'll do the same for all 4 pieces, and then we'll put our little hinge in. Yes, I think we'll do it that way. So let's go ahead and put some tear and tape here. On the 1/2 inch that we scored in on each side. I'm going to put the tape down on both sides, but don't unstick the top layer here until you get to that side. Go ahead and put your tape down, but don't unstick it. Unstick one side. We're going to work one side of this at a time. There we go. And we're going to start at the top, just like I did before. Line up my corners, and then press it down. Make sure you don't move so that everything lines up. Okay, there we go, one side. And then let's go ahead and put a hinge in here. So that's going to go like this. Where's my tear? There it is. Do one side only. I'm going to go ahead and put the tape on both, but we're going to unstick one side only. Okay. So I want this to go like so. So I'm unsticking this side. And this will go right here on the inside of this. Like so. Okay, and then we'll do the other side. This needs to go on this side, and I've taken the tape off the wrong side, so let's just re-stick that. Not a big deal. Luckily I didn't destroy my bag over here. I'm going to stick that again because I don't think that tape will stick again since I ripped it up. Okay, there's my bendy side, and that needs to go down. And we need to go this way so it matches, it mirrors the other side. Okay, so let's unstick that. There we go. And we will line this up and stick it down. I like to line up the top and the bottom, and then stick the middle, and that gives us a beautiful fold. Okay, now let's put this one here, and then we can complete the assembly. We're almost done with this bag. Just need to pay attention to where the pieces go. Okay, so this needs to go this way, so I'm going to unstick this side. Beautiful. All right, now this will go like so. And it folds back on itself, and this will fold in on itself beautifully. Okay, and we can fold this over. Make sure this stays on the inside. We can actually go ahead and put the sides up, I think. That would be the easiest. I think this needs to go here, and then we'll fold the top over. Let's just remove that little strip and fold this over. Okay. And then this folds in, and this whole flap will go right over top. And we're just going to do this carefully so that we don't stick where we don't want to stick. I'm going to get this corner and this corner together. And then just press the rest of it down. Beautiful. Go on the other side. We're going to attach the side piece. This side piece. And then this last piece. We'll go up the side. Line up the top corner. And press the rest into place. And there we have it. Let's make sure this folds. So we're following the fold lines on the side here. Ease it down. It's giving me a little bit of resistance, but we're following the fold lines. And there we have it. Fold flat. Coordinating colors. Fold 12 by 12 by 3. Okay, there's our edge. There's our bottom. Beautiful. And beautiful colors on the inside. And stands like so. You can see our little seam. It's got beautiful color on the inside, beautiful colors on the outside, and it's a nice big bag. Very nice. Now to finish off, we're just going to add some ribbon across the top. So I'm going to guesstimate here about 4 inches in. We'll put a hole in there. It's a standard hole punch. Oops. There we go. Alright, grab some ribbon. This is glittered organdy, and we need about 16 inches, I think is a good number. So let's double that, so we have 2 handles. So a total of 32 inches. Cut that in half. And that's going to make our handles. So we're just going to feed this through and make a simple knot on the inside, both sides, and that's going to make our little handle. Do a nice big knot here so that it stays on the inside. If you can make it bulky, by all means, so that it stays in there. If it doesn't want to stay in there, just tape it down with some regular Scotch tape. I'll show you that here as well. Making just a simple knot here. Simple knot. And then if your knot goes right through, I'm going to take a piece of Scotch tape and then just tape that down right there. Just to make sure it stays. Okay. Do that on both sides. Can you see that? I'm just taping down the end of that ribbon. So it's got knots, a knot there, and then a ribbon, piece of tape behind it. A knot there and a piece of tape behind it. We'll do the same thing on the other side, and then we can call this bag done. Fairly easy to do. I like the fold flat aspect of it. So you can store it, you can make these ahead of time. Or if you just have some old 12 by 12 that you're not doing anything with, make some bags out of it. Simple knot. My hands don't want to work today. Come on. There we go. Leave myself a little tail so I can tape that down. And piece of Scotch tape. We'll keep that edge down. And we're done. 12 by 12 bag with handles. Beautiful. Coordinating papers. And you can do this with all of your older papers, whatever you've got handy. All right. I hope you like my videos. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you are notified when I post a new video. Thanks for watching.